it was really cool to hear from Leonard and especially Nancy. I mean, Nancy had so many great stories to tell. Kind of talk me through maybe some things that you picked up with this panel from your fellow guests.
I mean, personally, I don't know about everybody else in that room, but I'm going to go back and watch some Nancy Lieberman highlights after this. She's incredible. She's unbelievable. Fortunately, it's my first time to get to meet her, and so it's awesome to get to meet her and talk to her a little bit. And her insights just extremely important for a lot of people about how she was the real pioneer. She called us pioneers, but she was the real pioneer from the beginning. Like she said, the unpaid pioneer who had to sacrifice everything to set the pavement for everybody else. So for somebody like that, like I want to be a role model to some kids, but that's the ultimate role model someday. And so I want to be more like her when it comes to these issues and how she has led people and picked people up. And then, hear from Leonard too, like his different stories about, when you are really good at what you do, you get used to that feeling. And then when you get shot down, you got to be like, oh, okay, let me get humble again and start performing at the level you can perform at. So it's so super cool to hear all the different insight. A lot of people just, sharing about how you got to know yourself and love yourself. That's my favorite thing from Nancy was love yourself, because I feel like that in my life has shown up so many times. So hearing from both of them was unbelievable, as well as the other two panelists.
You talked about being a student at Brigham Young University, a Mormon, very religious school. What advice have you given to students when they go to school that are in other religious beliefs, but they're passionate about what they do?
Yeah, similar to what I would say up there is just being you, 100% you. When you're 100% you and you're authentically you, people of all different beliefs are gonna respect you for that. And it's the good people. It's the people who make fun, the people who poke at people and hurt people. Like I said, aren't the people who are living the right lives. They're the shallow ones. They're the ones that aren't getting the most out of what they're doing. The people who are getting the most out of what they're doing live with that gratitude, that humility, and just that appreciation for where they are and what they're doing. And so, that's what I try to be. I try to be grateful for where I'm at. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for BYU taking a chance on me, I wouldn't be where I'm at now. I wouldn't have, the hype, for lack of a better term, that I have now just because of that opportunity. So I could be anywhere else. And so knowing that, it's easy to treat everybody else with just compassion.
And then my last question, what do you think students can do that aren't involved in organizations like this that want to take a step forward and help stop hate?
It's around you every day where you can pick a guy up at the lunch tables. Like in high school, one of my best friends who I mentioned up there, he would be the guy to go sit with the dude sitting by himself at a table and chat with them and hang out with them and just talk about whatever they want to talk about and their interests, their beliefs, because there's an amazing person over there sitting at that table. It's just nobody knows it. And, why they don't know it is a mystery to the world, and maybe because they're not as social as most people, but just going and finding out about that person. You'll learn a lot about yourself. You'll learn a lot about them. You'll learn a lot about the world by just going to talk to the person who's sitting by themselves.